Okay, that should be the end of the potential audio echoes there. Sorry, Al. I just wanted to cut over to this real quick because this is your warning that this might be a bit rough because this is our first time trying out this new setup. Also because a tripod for my phone literally just arrived, so that's not set up. But yeah, that's basically your warning is that, hey, this is a really rough new setup. But I have high hopes for it. Also, there's a non-zero chance you might hear a TV show playing in the background because I didn't mute it before, and the mic on the computer over there is a bit louder. So let's see if it cuts over properly. Okay. Looks like you're not getting audio from it. I'm still over on this mic. Give me a hot second, and I'll be over there, and we'll see if this one's picking up or not. Because unfortunately, it looks like it's not right now. Right. However, I am going to mute this one so it doesn't catch anything weird. There you go. Okay. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It just if I walk away, it goes down. There might be a minor audio delay. I have another fix for the mic thing. I call it trying another mic that isn't being a dickhead. For some reason. Give me a sec. Oh, wait, looks like it's... Okay, it is getting this mic again. Okay, so there's a non-zero chance that the issue is actually with this particular mic. Thankfully, we have a second snowball ready. Although the... There we go. The pickup on this seems to be a little bit less good, unfortunately, which has me a little concerned. It could also be a cable issue. I'm not sure which one. Okay, you hear talking. That is good. Hang on. Let me get this out of the way. I'm gonna keep an eye on this mic audio just to make sure it doesn't drop again. Oh hush, you pest. Okay. So again, it might be the cable, it might be the mic, don't actually know yet. But yeah, this is the new attempt at a setup, and I actually have pretty high hopes for it. Because this computer, at the moment, is only looking at two cameras. It's looking at that one, you can see right there, and then the wireless, not wireless, the power over Ethernet security cameras that I installed so long ago. And then it has the solid background. I tried it with the video background and it couldn't handle it. It's using 55% of its CPU just doing this. So everything else is then being done on the other PC. So like you have the like if alerts come through, I won't see them here. I'll have to see them in chat. What else? I've got the coffee link up there and the media link over there. And then I believe chat should be over here displaying for y'all. And then there's also a frame around these boxes. That's also not even on this PC. Yeah, poor old laptop crash. Oh no. What do you mean crash? I can't see if there was a look. Hang on. God damn it. Yeah, that's weird. I'm not seeing a crash over here either. I'll run back out to the kitchen though. Yeah, that's weird. It looks like it froze over on Haley's computer too, but not the actual stream. So I'm not sure about that. So the other things that we are currently running, because I'm a loon, are multitudinous. That's how you loosen it. Okay. Nothing froze for you? Okay, weird. So it looks like it froze for a couple of people, but just not consistently. Weird. Actually fit now? Yeah. Sorry, this was a tripod and combination tripod and selfie stick that I also ordered that happened to arrive literally seconds before the go live. And it's actually kind of important for this because, hey Catbutt, what you can't see, Cat, you cannot be on the cutting board. What you can't see is that there are actually several oops, it needs to rotate to there. Okay. There are actually several other camera angles. It's just that I have to transition through them so the laptop doesn't explode. I have actually picked out another laptop, and depending on how our tax refund goes, I might get it just for the sake of running these better. So, you'll also see that these are not our standard transitions, and they won't look the best because some of the information won't transition. Basically, all of that stuff I described that isn't on this laptop won't transfer. But we've got our cooktop cam over there, which... Okay, yes. So this camera is our wide shot. I basically wanted to have a wide shot and a camera shot in each one of them. This is our... Is that mirrored? No, but it does have a significant delay. That's weird. That shouldn't have a delay. And wait, yes, it is mirrored. It's totally mirrored. That's bizarre. And then, on the final side, we have the strangest one that I set up. We'll see how this transition goes. I have hope. They might... Oh, yay, they did. That's using the wrong camera, but this one's correct. You come here. There's the swap. What? Can I add the input in? Fine, if you're going to be a dick about it. If for some reason it refuses to use the other way facing camera. But basically just another... I wanted to do another wide shot. That one probably will not be consistent just because the iPad has fun. Yeah, let's go with fun. But yeah, mostly it was just, hey, we has... Sibwa, thank you very much. How's it been 4 months? Right, I should probably look at the camera that, like, you all can actually see. How the fuck has it been 4 months? But yeah, I'm actually really happy with this very dumb setup. The point of these two is mostly to have that be a wide shot, and this be a wherever the hell we happen to need a camera shot. I really need to get better about looking at this. There shouldn't be audio coming through either of these cameras. Also, these are probably running better than the other ones, which I'm surprised by. But yeah. Also, it's just... Swap, you little fucker. Calster, what the hell are you doing? Why is that upside down? Oh, that's sickening. That's very... Anyway... I wonder if it's because oh, I bet it's because of the angle that I had it leaning at. Okay. But yeah, that's sort of like the quick run-through. Oh my god, I can actually see how bad my side shave is. You can tell that I redid this myself. Huh. Yeah, we're doing some really stupid stuff today. I'm just saying that right now. It's very dumb. I should probably hotkey these for the future. It probably is low volume because, quite frankly, I cannot get this Blue Yeti to capture at a high volume for some reason. I can go try it. Maybe it is the cable. There's a couple of things I can try. And I will... Let's see here. Give me sounds, or sound settings. Recording. How the fuck are all of those the defaults? Wait, what? This list doesn't include the... It doesn't think this is a Yeti. That's weird. Wait. Okay, it is using this mic. Levels are full. Oh, I bet I know what was wrong with the other mic too. Hang on. Give me a second. You'll get down from there. Okay. Audio's about to go away again. I'm hoping this will be better. We'll see. Hello. Oh my goodness, it can actually tell. Yeah, I can tell that yep. My old computer seems to have done something horrible to every blue Yeti microphone that was attached to it. It's not using that mic for... Wait, what do you mean it's not using... Like this mic? Oh. I bet it was... Okay. Okay. Well, this should be significantly better. Sorry if it's very loud. Stop using default, use blue snowball just to make sure. Could hear while the mic was unplugged. Okay. That's so dumb. That's so dumb. Okay, then it was using the webcam, not the webcam, it was using... I don't know what it was using. But yeah, this is the blue snowball. But get the hell out of the sink. Fucking weirdo. Okay. Yeah, just every mic that came in contact with my old computer seems to have been irreparably fucked with in some way. Such that they're even screwy when they connect with new computers. But now it looks like we're good. I think we're good now. I keep looking at the old security cam instead of this one now. Ooh, I just realized one issue with this setup. I can't tell how many people are watching. I don't know if that's good or bad. Oh well. Okay. I am thinking I'm probably going to end up returning this camera just because it has a very obvious delay, but I don't know if that's the camera or this poor computer just not being able to handle it. But it's time to start working on all of the dumb crap that I plan on doing today. Also, I need to rename a bunch of these camera angles. Sorry, that wide shot is very delayed. Hang on, did you turn off? Wait a second here. Okay. You are just going to cause all of my issues, aren't you, you horrible little bugger? Okay, that looks better. Okay. So yeah, here, now we have our nice wide shot, and I have this. So, we're doing some weird stuff today. One, because, like I said, we're testing out stuff. We're also making, hopefully, meatloaf with a pea, it seems, based meat substitute. There is no soy, surprisingly little corn, and no fungus in it, which is unusual for meat replacements. And then we are going to be making mashed potatoes with the absolute buttload of fake mashed potatoes, or I guess super dehydrated, whatever the hell these are. I don't actually know what's in these. But if I don't use them, they're not going to get used. This was also Haley's suggestion, so she's aware of this terrible, terrible idea. But yeah, that's where we're going with this stupid plan. I might actually swap this up a little bit, just because I think this is a much, there we go, taller angle. So we can get more on camera. Let's test. You do not want to turn, do you? No, you do not. That is a terrible angle, though. Oh, hang on. Can I rotate? No, I can't. Oh. Okay, this might have to work. Let's see how it goes. Like I said, this is mostly a testing stream to see how shit works. You know it would help if I'd made sure that the phone was still on and in droid cam mode. Okay. Hang on, let's try and see what happens. Unfortunately, that's kind of what I was expecting. Nope. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get this. Oh, wait. I'm thinking in too few dimensions? Sure. That works astonishingly solidly. I'm fucking amazed that my phone is currently the most useful camera here. Okay, most useful, but whatever. Huh. You know what? Let's do this. You, come here. Okay. Oh, for goodness sake. Sorry, Sid. Wow, it seems to be freezing for a lot of folks, but let me go check the other PC to make sure I'm not actually dropping frames. But I don't think I am. Nope, it looks like it's holding steady. So now I need that phone. Fuck all of you, goddammit. Now I need to go take the phone or something, because... For anyone who's ever lived with their partner for any amount of time, you know that thing where your partner goes, hey, here's that thing you need ahead of time. And, like, shows you where it is, but doesn't tell you where it is. And it's somewhere in their space, and you're just like, I don't... What? No. Why didn't you leave it somewhere that I can actually find it? Hang on. Nope, not space. Oh my god. Sorry, Haley was supposed to leave the recipe out. Really? This was one that I found to be relatively universal. But okay. Haley left the recipe for... I'm doing a specific meatloaf recipe out, and I don't know where she put it. So now I'm waiting for her response. Okay. This holds okay right up until I do something like move off screen. 0% meatloaf, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, hang on. Now I know why I couldn't find it. I love Haley so much, but she left it on the shelf next to her desk. Here, we're gonna go on a quick little journey, because I can do that. You, come here, switch. Why are you so determined to be flipped that way? Okay. So, really quickly, all of those are shelves next to her desk. All of those are shelves next to her desk. Ergo, my confusion. It wasn't even the one that was closest, too. There's another shelf that's closer, behind those box shelf things. But, yeah. Near. Okay. I do think that the replacement laptop will fix a lot of these issues I'm running into, but hey. So yeah, I just need to go get our very lazy recipe, because it only calls for a couple of things we don't have, which will be fun. Froze again. Why does it keep only freezing for some people? Like, I'm not having broadcast issues. Is this thing's exposure weirdly high or something? Oh, Joe, it's not. That camera isn't a webcam. That's the security cam that I have been using and why I want to move away from them. It's a full, like, 2 seconds slower. Like, that's why I wanted to move away from them. But it's still the best wide shot that I've got, so... yeah. Why are you all monsters? So yeah, the bad news is that I was not in any way prepared for that. Oh, you're all monsters. Yep. Okay. I was not prepared to make this because who the hell's prepared to make meatless meatloaf? So we definitely don't have some of these. Also, I know for sure that Haley skips out on some of these ingredients. I don't know how long she's had this recipe for. or where this one came from, but it's a thing. Also, it's laminated, so it doesn't show up on camera well. But yeah, basic idea is it's not even like a meatloaf. It's sort of like freestanding meatloaves with like cheese and it's like secrets. I've used almost all of my good recipes on stream. Let's see. What is this? Oh, right. I like how before starting this stream, I went to go pick out an outfit and specifically thought, yeah, I'll pick something that doesn't have long sleeves so that it won't get into the meat. And then I remembered I haven't worn this top in like 2 weeks and it's adorable, so I'll go with it. Get down from there, you may not jump. Go, go. So that's a thing. You'll go bad if I don't lose you like today. Okay, so we need 1 egg, 3/4 of a cup of milk. I'm going to use soy milk because fuck it, if this is going to be meatless, it's going to be meatless. Might actually need more cheese than this sad little lump will provide. Quick cooking oats, which I don't think Haley usually throws into this, but hey, might as well. Olive Cat, why on earth would you have a spare laptop soon? And I've actually picked out a relatively inexpensive one that I plan on ordering depending on how our taxes go and or how much money we end up spending on potentially getting a plumber out here. We have weird water pressure stuff that... The water pressure on our ground floor is higher than the water pressure upstairs. Sorry, I had said that backwards. The water pressure on our ground floor is way lower than the water pressure upstairs. So we kind of want to get that fixed. Brown sugar, ketchup. I'm going to be a monster and use mustard, which I believe Haley usually cuts out. Okay. It is 350, right? Yeah, bake it 350? Yep. How's that possible? I don't know! Our plumbing is weird. Our plumbing is very weird. There used to be brown sugar in... Oh, right, I meant to throw those out. I should move it down here again. Someone was replacing theirs this weekend. The old one was fine, except for problems charging. Okay. Yeah, the problem with this computer is that I think it's from 2017, it just occurred to me that 2017 was technically only 4 years ago, but it's an HP from 2017 and was never intended to do this, so it's still using 65% of its CPU just to look at 2 cameras and send the signal. So that's a thing. And I guess listen to the mic. It's listening to the mic too. But that's still not a lot. The reason why I don't have our fancy scene transitions in is because they just straight up break. Like 100%. It stops running at 30 FPS and starts running at like 2 through the entire transition. So we don't actually have any onions, but I believe we have the extremely lazy answer to onions, which is what this recipe deserves. Sorry, this particular rendition of this recipe, given that we're not even using meat, so whatever. I know we have onion powder, but I thought we had the, like, dry onions, which it does not look like we actually have. Okay. Well, that honks. Oh my god. Nope. Okay. I don't know why I thought we had that, but I really did. Crushed Funyuns? No, because if we had Funyuns in the house, I would have eaten them. I love Funyuns. Are you kidding me? Let me go get the oats. We had oats. I know we had oats. Worst case, I'll replace it with breadcrumbs, because that's what they're here for. Ooh, actually, that'll do. Why, yes, I am actively fucking with this recipe. Don't worry. Oats? Hello? I know we have, like, packaged oatmeal, but I thought we had proper oats, too? There's barley. Oh, wait, there's oats. Also, just because the feet thing was on my mind, I did... Waiting for that camera to catch back up. Oh, good, I'm a ghost. Why does that camera hate me so much? I did put on actual shoes, which, to be clear, I don't normally do while I'm in the kitchen. I remembered we have crispy garlic pepper onion things. Yeah, I'm going with these instead of the onion powder because I'm a monster. Yes, I am indeed actively fucking up this entire recipe. Okay. Ugh. And then the horrifying piece de résistance, which has a weirdly tough plastic on the outside. Sorry, I've had it under running water to thaw, because it's been in our freezer forever. Our emerged plant-based meatless grind. Hey, Hosk, how are you doing? Which I will reiterate really quickly is vegan, soy-free, and gluten-free because it's made with water, textured pea concentrate, refined coconut oils, pea protein, expeller-pressed canola oil, contains 2% or less of natural flavor. Natural flavors include yeast extract, maltodextrin, spice, cultured dextrose, natural smoke flavor, methyl cellulose, a beetroot juice powder for color, citric acid, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, and turmeric, also for color. Which is actually, to be clear, that's actually a very reasonable list of ingredients. It also almost kind of looks like me. Meat. It almost kind of looks like meat. That's what I was actually trying to say. Bye, Hosk, thank you very much. Assuming you can still hear. So yeah, it kind of looks like meat. Kind of. It's also still a little bit frozen. But that... Oh, Jesus, camera! What the fuck? Why is this camera such a piece of ass? Anytime I move, that camera just does something stupid. I'm trying to open this from the wrong side. Ah, good. It's gonna be one of those that... Wait, I have a glass bowl out here already. Aha. Okay. Goodbye, sad meat. So we're actually starting up with our 1 egg and our milk. Oh my god, you fake water. Crap, get out of my way. No, I only do one-handed egg cracks on request. Which is the excuse I'm going with for why I didn't just do one, even though I thought about it. I probably should have. I would have only had to clean one fucking hand then. What is it? Yep, okay, so oven's ready. 3/4 of a cup of milk. Again, for the sake of consistency, I'm going with soy milk. Also, because honestly, at this point, I just like soy milk better than milk, and the milk is mostly just here because Haley likes it, so. It's not too late to audible into French toast. Yes, it is, because this shit is thawed. This monstrous thing is thawed, and I'm going to use it. Also, because unironically, I actually really like fake mashed potato stuff. But that's just because I like all mashed potatoes, so... Oh, it's never going to be done randomly. Sorry. We're trying out a new setup. These two cameras will never be in sync, because that one is a pain in the ass. Because, okay, I'll probably have to keep explaining this, but basically the idea is that this is a new setup that we're trying with a whole bunch more cameras that will be properly in sync. Because these ones are actually connected directly to this computer and are syncing up with the audio that I am also doing, and then being broadcast to the streaming PC. The problem is that I'm still using these two cams, and that one sees me talking so you can, and me moving, so you can tell that it's out of sync. And they have, depending on how they're feeling on a given day, between a 1 to 3 second delay. And it used to be that the way that I compensated for that was by having the microphone delay with them, but I can't do that when I've got cameras that are also in sync, so it's just sort of a sacrifice. That's why it's also the smaller camera in this case, is that it's not the focus. It'll be less of an issue when we cut over to, say, like, the kitchen cam, because then, hi, we have this one, but the cooking will be done over here, which will have a little bit of a delay, although even then, not as much of a delay as it used to. This one, I don't know what it is, but this one in particular functions better than that one. But yeah, honestly, I'm really happy with it. What if you got into a wide shot with a whole lot of mirrors? That's just so much more complex than running cabling. And the entire reason why I'm doing this is because I didn't want to run cabling. I also need one of our good tiny whisk is in the dishwasher, so. So we're going to be throwing in the cheese next, which means I have to grate it, as well as the oats, onions, and salt. Wait, is the salt actually on this recipe, or is it... Oh yeah, it's teaspoon of salt, okay. I don't care about everything being in sync, though. Like, yeah, it sucks, but honestly, the fact that this setup works at all is kind of amazing to me. And there's probably other ways around it that I could tweak to make it work better, but a lot of them would involve having to remove those cameras. And sunk cost fallacy, I don't wanna. I just don't wanna. No, I super get it done randomly. I'm just like, I'm expecting to have to explain it a fair few times, so yeah. Okay. Come here, cheese. The other thing is that I wanted to have this set up such that I can use more of it for like recorded projects, including for the site that can't be named. Although I think a lot more of that is just going to be done with have selfie stick, make life much easier. Also has remote control, so I can set it up and take pictures and be done. And now then, what was I doing? Right, I was going to go find the box grater, which I think is in this one. Possibly. No. Ah, it's over here. I'm fully expecting to need more cheese than we'll be able to get out of this, but hey. You're in my way. I don't know why it's freezing for so many people. I wonder if it's a thing on Twitch's end, because like I keep going back and checking the PC that's actually doing the streaming, and it's not being frozen. There's no good way to get this part on camera. Sorry. I mean, here. That's good-ish. One day, maybe we will have a properly sized food processor that can actually grate for me, but we do not right now. We have a very tiny food processor that does its damnedest, but kind of fails a lot. It's so tiny. It's so small. Also, I'm just going to keep talking so that if anyone else's streams freeze, it won't be a problem, I guess. Ow. Just going to scrape my knuckles along. My word's good, I swear. Ooh, spicy miso ramen. Nice. And then we get down to the cheese nub. Okay. I'm not actually getting that any smaller. You have a volume. That is a cup. That is exactly a cup. That's perfect. I'm fucking amazed. It's exactly a cup. I mean, it could actually be filled out a little bit, but it's fine. I need to change that specific Loratron message to be shorter, and also actually include coffee in it. That depends entirely on what this... I mean, you can make the suggestion. I reserve all rights to say, no, I can't do that. Or won't do that. Sort of depends. Chopped onion. Okay, so we need the oats, onion, and salt. Okay, right. You know what would help if I could actually see. That would probably be good too, actually. You know what? What's the best way of doing this so that... I have an idea exactly what to do for that. Trying to figure out the best way to do it. Because I don't think there's any way I can manage it so I can hear it. But I have an idea. I have a very good idea, I think, but I have to figure out how to do it. Hang on. You're all going to come with me, which is to say I'll meet you back over at the real computer while I work on exactly that. Sorry, I hit the wrong button there. Okay. Oliver, do you want to come here and get pets? No. What's the best way of doing this? Oh my god, cat! I swear! Hang on, there's a cat trying to eat out of the cheese. I I'm going to kill you. Oh. Okay, so I have an idea exactly how to do the thing that I want to do. Sorry, I'm switching over to studio mode real quick just so I can see if the cat is in the is in the kitchen. Okay. Basically, I know of an artist on Twitch and YouTube who has a bunch of music that are remixes of video game music that are just redone for like a very chill lo-fi thing. The trick is figuring out how to put them on the stream in a way that you all can see what's playing. Oh my god, I really hate how bad that shave is. In a way that you all can see what song is playing. Brain. Because I don't need it to be an extension. This is going to be a fucking video, isn't it? Yup, of course it is. Oh, this is going to turn out to be way more of a pain in the ass than I want it to be. Okay. I can get this sorted next time, but not today. Just like, I can't do it live, basically, is what I'm saying. Come here, you. Also, thank you. I very much like that, Evie. Chewy of twitch.tv/themanipool got it for me as just a random present after he heard about... I don't remember why I explained at some point that when I was a kid, I had an Eevee toy and lost it at some point. I was like, do you have a playlist that's just all of your songs? Yes. Okay. Okay, hang on. That looks a little loud, but how does that sound right now for y'all? Is that too loud or too quiet? It's fine? Okay. I will transfer this over then, and I'm gonna turn it down just a tiny bit in case, because I think I'm quieter on the NDI scene. We're just chatting. Turn off studio mode so I can do the transition, and we'll hopefully see. Okay. That looks fine. I'm still on the desktop mic though, so I'll be right back. I will have this hopefully set up for the next one, but as a quick explanation, this is Lo-Fi Leah, who is a sort of VTuber, is my understanding, who does lo-fi remixes of games and apparently anime music. Though I don't think I assume all of her, I shouldn't say assume, their VTube avatar presents feminine. Yeah, I know the cat's on the sink. He's a bastard like that. I'll be right back. Well, I'll be out there with y'all in a minute. stealing cheese? Really? Okay, so how's this? I decided, hey, I can keep the headphones on and listen to myself too, so... Okay. What the fuck was I doing? Besides horribly cluttering up my entire kitchen counter. Just finish the cheese? I mean, I did, but there's cheese left on, like, the... God, camera, why are you shit? I might just say fuck it and just use the new cams. Like, that one I think I'm going to keep using because it continues to be good, but that one's such a pain in the ass. Hang on. You know what? Here. I need to copy, transform, add, what is this one called? I always forget. It's a video capture device. Yes, that one. Okay, video's gonna get weird for a second, just a warning. Yep. Transform, paste, transform, okay. There we go. Sorry, I'm doing some silly things real quick. Mostly just to try and make my life a little bit easier. There we go, yes. Because there we go. The computer cannot handle the fact that there were 3 cameras there for a second. So I needed to save the wide shot somewhere, but I didn't want it to stay here, so yeah. Anyway, now we have this. Actually, I might like this better. God, I might actually just like this better. Crap. However... There we go. Nope, that's still not... Okay, that's better. Yes, that is better. Okay, sorry, I've been thinking... I'm way too in my own head right now. One cup. Need a half cup of the other 2. I swear all of our measuring cups have gone walkabout. I'm going to get us new measuring cups at some point. All of our measuring cups are somewhere that's not here. Okay, so we need a half cup each of chopped onion and a half cup of quick cooking oats. This is a full cup. I'll be eyeballing it. I'm a monster, sorry. You know what? I should probably just replace the oats entirely with the onions, because these are going to add for the texture anyway, but there's no winning. I've already caused enough chaos. I'm just going to lean in now. Yes, I definitely spilled a bunch on the floor. Don't worry, it's fine. It's totally fine! No irreparable harm done to this monstrosity. It's a monstrosity. You can't do irreparable harm to a monstrosity. No, I should not be mixing this with a whisk, but it's what I already had out, so hey. So See, the point of a whisk is generally to incorporate air into something, which we don't care about incorporating air insofar as we don't not want it, and we don't... Like, this is a liquid, there's not really any sort of fat or protein structure to hold any air that we add to it, so it's not a big deal. Okay. Recipe calls for a teaspoon of salt. It's a bit closer to a teaspoon and a half, but I'll live. Okay, that is everything. Okay. Now comes the fun part. Now comes the part where we use, unfortunately, the best tool we have for the job of mixing meat or fake meat into stuff. Which is the human hand covered in a nitrile glove, because the hair definitely, like, the hair and headphones look is definitely part of why I like this side shave. Fake meat. Get off of your parchment paper lining and get into... yep, that's the beet color bleeding through. Okay. So, when making any kind of meatloaf, you don't want to just, like, grab a handful and squeeze, because that does nothing for mixing. It's fun, but it doesn't actually do what you want it to do, unfortunately. So what we're mostly just doing is getting in and folding and scooping without squeezing. I'm going to level with you. This actually smells really good. And if we see any, like, clumps of the oat and onion mix, we want to do our best to sort of cut it apart. Oh, hey, I think I actually know what this song is. I think. Yeah, this is 100% one of the Persona themes, isn't it? Okay, that is probably the best we're going to get out of that. I'm so going to need to buy more gloves. Highly recommend nitrile gloves over latex and the other one that I hate so much more. Nitrile, latex, and vinyl. God, vinyl gloves are the worst. I mean, they obviously have their uses, but in food service, I generally would almost always say nitrile is always the best. They also tend to be a little bit more expensive. So then we were going to combine our ketchup, brown sugar, and mustard, and that's pretty much it. This should make about 8 small loaves. I think we actually normally do 6, but it sort of depends on how big you want to make them. Desperately trying to remember what song this is from Persona. Is this the Mementos theme? Because I feel like it might be the Mementos theme. Okay. Well, I guess this is fake meat, so... That is an interesting texture, and it does kind of... That's profoundly weird. Like, the texture is definitely not meat. But the flavor is not bad, and is vaguely reminiscent of meat. Yes, pea protein isolate tartare. I legitimately want to make beef tartare at some point. It's on my list. Okay. I need another cat damn it! I need another bowl. Okay, how much of each of these do we need? Okay. We need 2/3 of a cup of ketchup. The 1/3 of a cup I do have for some reason. I didn't bring the ketchup out, though. You know what would have been smart? Using the actual liquid measuring thing that we have. But, you see, I'm a fool. That's why I also just set the measuring cup in there. Close. Please ignore the cat hair that is definitely on the back of this. Oh, you can't actually see that on camera, can't? Oh, wait, there. There. That's not a scratch, that's a cat hair, because cat hair is on everything in my house. And then a 1/2 cup of packed brown sugar, which is of course going to be fun, because we don't have a 1/2 cup measure. Yuba, get out. Go. So I guess I'm doing this with a 1/8 of a cup. I'm going to buy us new measuring cups. Yes, wow, because I snapped and just went, fuck it. And I just decided to use this camera instead of that one. Half cup in CC. Look, I can't do that math. What are the chances I can make a bot do that math? Wolfram Alpha has an API. Yes, but that requires that I actually be smart enough to use that API. Also, that I think about having a bot do math. Okay. I'm gonna level with you after I make these loads. I think I might make it brick. Because I want to. Forgot the most important ingredient? Yes, the mustard, because I'm a monster. Teaspoon and a half? A little bit more, just in case. Okay. This actually would be easier with a whisk, but I've now dirtied our only whisk with fake meat product. So I'm just going to mix. In case you've never made American meatloaf before, this is a glaze that is going to sit on top of our meat logs. That is the phrasing I am going with. Meat logs. I am perfectly okay with not having more brown sugar. Look, I'm trying desperately to lose weight. I'm not doing it well. Also, because every time I work out, I seem to fucking hurt myself, but I'm trying to lose weight. That's a lie. Sorry. It's so much easier to say I'm trying to lose weight than what I actually mean is I'm trying to get fat redistribution to help me. And unfortunately, the best way to do that is to burn calories and then reapply the weight. Because at the moment, I mean, technically the easiest way is surgery, but because at the moment I keep all of my weight here. That's why it jiggles. And I want it to be in places that don't suck. Oh, there's still like chunks of brown sugar. I need to remember to thank Jordan, because I'm actually stealing I heard about this particular person from his stream. Gotta get the Pixar Mom dump truck going. No, I don't need more ass. That is the one place where I actually have a good amount of fat. It's all up here and here that I'm missing. The ass is actually, like... Look, even before I came out, like, my ass was the one part of my body that was like, yeah, I'm actually okay with that. And, sorry, saying came out. Before I knew, like, before I had a concept in my brain of, oh, that's what I am. I was just like, yeah, looking in the mirror makes me go, ugh. Except that when I wore good-fitting pants, it was just like, yeah, I have an ass. Fuck yeah. Like, no, that's the one thing I don't need more help with. And that's not even including the fact that all of my favorite shoes now are like 3-inch heels at least. So I don't need help there. Right, okay, we need to form this into logs. Actually, this might need some more drying out. I might throw some more onions in it, honestly. Feel bad for Egg You. They were so confused, thinking they were a weird boy. Yeah. Mine was mostly just going like, okay, I understand that none of these, that a bunch of these things that I'm feeling are not standard, but just went, I know that I don't seem, that I know that I'm not a trans woman, so maybe I'm just in a weird middle space that a bunch of cis people are too, I guess? And then I don't think I've ever talked about my realization story of it was just like a meme on Imager that made something sort of like click in my brain. And it was not very standard for Imager either, because it was if anyone's ever watched Bob's Burgers, it was a like thing about Bob and how he's actually like a pretty solid bi icon, because it's just like a thing of like, yeah, he's bi. It happened in like the second season, then just randomly comes up. And it was something in the comments of someone going like, I don't even remember what it was, and I feel so bad about that, because it was the thing that made me go like, oh my god, really? Sorry, Sibwow, I was talking about the moment that made me realize that I was non-binary, because it was an Imager meme about Bob Belcher from Bob's Burgers being bi, and I think maybe reacting to a trans person? I don't actually remember for sure, but it was just a comment in response to that of someone going like, yeah, that episode helped me realize that I was trans, or something to that effect. And the other one, someone saying something to the effect of, yeah, and it made me realize I was non-binary, and that by being so, I was like, yeah, I fit all the stereotype, or I'm like, I fit all of the stereotypes that Bob Belcher would date, and was like addressing both the femme and masculine sides, and I, at 3 a.m. was just like, wait, what? Oh, wait, I knew this was a thing, but now it just clicked. What the fuck? It was, that was an experience. Okay, I'm gonna jump over to that camera, so hang on, y'all. Well, actually, I guess this one's gonna stay. It's just gonna become the big one. Yeah. I mean, that's very fair done randomly. I mean, there's always the other options, too, of stuff like Demigirl and all of the stuff that leans further to one side of the spectrum than the other. I just go with trans femme non-binary, and one of these days I will stop being shit and go do some voice training. But get the fuck out of the sink! One of these days I will go do some goddamn Yeah, exactly. Labels exist to serve you, not the other way around. Yes, I did know that Wacko from Animaniacs is non-binary. Leave it. I also broke out my home laser thing just because I'm like, look, I don't know when I'm going to be able to get this lasered again, and this camera I can't really control the exposure on, which is why I look pale as a fucking sheet. But that means that you can't see the constant shadow that torments me on a regular basis on this lip. But there's a good chance that after this stream ends, I'm going to sit down watching Burn Notice because I can't watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine anymore because Haley's watching it, so I don't want to blow past her again. And just sit there and try to get up the nerve to use it on my lip because good fucking lord, if you've never had to have laser done on your upper lip, it is the worst! It's like someone taking a rubber band and going, bah! And then you wait a second, and then they do it again. I'm just like, ah! It is better than having hair there, because it's instead of... And this is coming from someone who actively pulls the hairs out of that part on a regular basis. It's just... I'm gonna fucking shape these stupid loaves, damn it. But the laser there is super not fun. And the problem is that I can handle that pain. I have a remarkably high tolerance for pain when someone else is doing it to me. So, like, when I'm getting laser done, that's fine, because I know that I'm not doing it to myself. The problem is, like, the knowing, ah, shit, I'm about to do something that's really gonna fucking hurt me. And that's what always stops me up. Thank you, Loratron, for killing that stupid bot. Okay. 8 loaves, placement. Okay. Yep. This is just freeform loaves. Loaves. I can words, I swear. I'm trying not to pack them in too much, just like a little bit. Just enough so that they have a shape. I'm going for about 6. We'll see how my count is. Might be 5, because I think I've made these a little big. Yeah, it's gonna be 5. The recipe wants 8. That never happens, though. Take a little bit of that one off and throw it into this. Okay. There we go. Hey, Odin-son. Oh, yeah, I know. Why are you lasering yourself? Why are you lasering yourself? See, that's the thing, though, is I can do it anywhere else. Like, I have no issues doing laser to any other part of my body. It's just the upper lip, because it's so fucking sensitive to little stabby pains. Like, it's anything around the lips is what's really bad. I have to say, I'm really happy with how this is all working out, honestly. Okay, is this one of the ones that wants the glaze to go on before baking, or one of the ones that wants it to go on halfway through? Okay, totally before baking, sure. I always like those better anyway. Body or stream setup? I mean, while putting on this shirt, I did, like, look at my self in the mirror and go, do I have more boob than yesterday? So, both? Let's go with both. I realized... Okay. I'm going to run through some weird stuff here real quick. One, my amazing wife, Haley, hit 15 subs for the first time yesterday, so she got another emote slot unlocked. So she is getting... she has an idea of what she wants to do for that. But to do it, I needed to go back and see if we had any pictures of Cosmo doing a certain thing. We didn't, sadly. But that meant that I was going back through all of my old pictures, which made me go, ah! Because some of them were just, oh god, that was before I lost almost 30 pounds, and I'm still not happy with the shape of this, but before I lost 30 pounds, this was really bad. And unfortunately, a lot of them were with my shirt off, especially the thing of jumping off a banyan tree. And then, as I started to get closer to now, I saw one of them where it was like, oh god, wait, why do I have a beard in that picture? I have colored hair. That was after I came out. What the fuck is going on there? And then remembered, oh, right. That was from the period of time between coming out and starting HRT when I was, like, just constantly beaten down by dysphoria, which is why I couldn't even bring myself to shave on a regular basis. It's just like, oh no. And then I started hitting... Basically, this hair color, I believe, appeared when I started HRT. And unfortunately, I'm still way too self-conscious to wear anything crop top, so, like, most of the things that I've seen are, like... Most of my own pictures are things that are, like, this, where they're kind of big and loose, so there isn't a good frame of reference for, like, yay, there's stuff, but... One of the tips you've heard is a secret Instagram post, pic regularly. I've just been doing public posts now. Knew it changed your body, but hair color is a little much for HRT to do. That's just it. I got the hair color done. I think... I got the second color done, I think because I was starting HRT and was just like, yeah, let's do a real change, damn it. Because it was blue before... But when I started growing it out more, or when I started letting it grow out more and started doing HRT, I was like, yeah, I'll make it a thing. But yeah. And that's the thing is actually that someone, I think it was on a trans subreddit, had been talking about, hey, you should probably have, if not like actually trying to take progress pictures, take something that you can use as progress pictures, or better yet, one of the suggestions was straight up, hey, if you're self-conscious about your bust, measure it. Plus, this should be my no. At the end of March, I will start my last month, hopefully my last month on pills before we switch over to either injections or patches. Yay! I'm gonna fucking cover these now so I can bake them. I see you, Demon Cat. This is way too much glaze, but whatever. I followed the recipe. I cannot be blamed for this. Also, how can you all hear me when I'm talking like this and I'm like facing away? Is it quiet or what? Like, do I need to speak louder? I mean, I can't see your input right now, but you know what I mean. Like, what can I do better? Oops. Okay, maybe this wasn't too much sauce. Glaze, whatever. I was about to tell my phone to set a timer, but if I do that, I won't be able to switch over to it as a camera. So hey, can still hear fine? Good, awesome. But yeah, I'm still really happy with need to turn up the volume, but that's because you have a cat purring in your ears. Cool. I'm still happy that this fucker arrived, and that it works really well for everything, which means that I can also use it for, like, I can use the point of this whole setup is mostly that I can now use it for recording for videos for the other site. And yeah, I'm really fucking happy that all of it seems to be clicking and working properly. It sucks that those cameras don't specifically work, but hey. But yeah. Oh right, I did want to actually switch back over here to that one. I need to change these names though, they're all unhelpfully wrong. Goodbye, bag of crispy onions. I'm gonna make a fucking drink now. Fair warning, this will be a dumb drink, which is to say one that I'm not measuring anything for. Also, where did I put the glass for it? Oh, there it is. It's gonna be a lazy martini. Ah! I think this is our half cup. Or quarter cup? I honestly don't know. First things first about any sort of lazy martini, you don't actually want, or actually any martini, you don't actually want ice in the drink because it's going to water it down, but you do want the glass to be cool. So, honestly, I kind of want to switch over to the, oops. To this camera for it. Just because then I'll have a wider shot. No, look at my face, you fucker. Ah. No, there will actually be vermouth in it. Also, okay, so here's the thing. I switched over to the wrong screen. Oops, hang on. That's better. Okay, so here's the thing. Technically, you actually should make a martini by stirring. But I'm lazy, so I'm gonna shake it. So, there's your warning. Again, want it to be cold, but don't actually want to have ice in it, so we're filling the shaker entirely with ice. Very lazy extra dry vermouth, because it's what I have. Basically doing what feels right. That was probably too much. But, again, like I said, laziness. Because what we're going to go with here is scaring the cat away. I did not mute on purpose. Sorry, Al. I don't know what that was. I've been trying to pay attention to it, but sometimes it just gets away with me. Or it gets away from me. Yep, we're back. Pop the seal. Okay. I'm going to be lazy and just use the strainer properly, because lazy. Going to throw out this ice, and we're good, basically. Oh, unless some of it is stuck to the bottom of the... There we go. So because I shook it instead of stirring it, there will be some like loose ice in here, but I'm okay with that. And voila. Technically, I'm not done with it yet, because I'm a monster. I don't think there's a name for what I'm about to do. I think it's just a horrible abomination unto a dirty martini, because I'm going to put pickle juice in, because I've used too much of the olive brine. Kind of. It's also got a horrible green color that mercifully is not showing up great on camera. But honestly, it's mostly because the brine isn't coming all the way to the top of the olives anymore. So I couldn't... These poor dried out olives. Here, get soaked. Also, they're feta stuffed, which is still like the best thing on earth. So, yeah. Again, still too much vermouth, but otherwise, that's actually pretty good. Not enough pickle brine. Also, the music stopped. Give me a second while I go check that out. It was just the, like, you walked away. Everyone loves pickle juice. Do they? Do they really? I know that most trans femmes do, but that's because it seems like most trans femmes fall into the meme economy very easily. But part of that's also just that I don't even have an excuse for that too. Like, my Spyro dose is stupidly low. I should not have the pickle desire that I do. Oh, I know it is, yeah. But yeah, Umpax, the thing is basically that most folks who are on feminizing HRT have, in the United States, are prescribed spirolactone as a anti-androgen, so it suppresses their testosterone. However, that's not its original intended purpose. It's actually a blood pressure medication. And comes with side effects of basically being a diuretic, so it makes your body crave more water and salt. So pretty much all trans femme folks who are on it are just like, yes, give more pickles. But yeah. Yeah, also stereotypes are fun. Not gonna lie, the cat ear headphones that seemingly everyone has, I'm very jealous of. It also changes your name to Andrew, or away from Andrew. Yeah. That reminds me, I still need to find a... I don't know how the hell to test a name, because I really want to test that name that Sibwow came up with. But I cheated with my current non-binary name. To be clear, I'm fine. I like the one I have too right now, because it was just a nickname before and just went like, yep, please everyone just call me that. I admit I don't get the maid dress thing, but mostly that's because I just don't think that the French maid dress style looks good on really anyone. God, I haven't worn thigh highs all winter, have I? What's wrong with me? I have, like, 2 really nice... Oh, right, I did wear some for Halloween, though, didn't I? I've got 2 really nice pairs that I just haven't worn all Christmas. Or Christmas. All winter. Oh. I wish I enjoyed just eating olives more, because then I'd have way more of the brine, but I don't. I don't know why. Like, the olive brine definitely makes a better drink. This is a sad alternative, but it still works. Time to figure out how the hell to make these mashed potatoes. See, I find olives perfectly tolerable, but oh, you all are... I have bad news for those of you who don't actually... who don't know what we're doing. We're using the fucking mountain of... I don't even know what the hell to call them. These things for the mashed potatoes. The, like, dried flakes, because for some reason we've got a bunch of them. So, yeah. See, I used to hate olives. I also used to hate pickles before HRT. I also actually like spicy now, too, which is a thing. No, because if I was mashing potatoes with my thighs, one, that sounds very painful, because they would have to be hot. Oh god, have I seen the chip mat? Yes, I have. Someone threw it in our meme channel on the Discord, and I looked at it and went, why did I watch that? What was I saying? I've completely forgotten. Oh, if I was doing mashed potatoes with my thighs, the primary issue there would mostly be that they'd be hot, and I would do that on a different place, not here. I still need to figure out how the hell monetization on that other place is supposed to work, since I have the... I don't want to make it like a charged service for like just the pictures of stuff, but I don't know how to monetize anything else that I do there that isn't just the pictures what I post. Or if I guess, can you monetize an individual post? I don't know. But I have Sibwow. I'm actually, I don't know if you saw, I'm totally stealing your suggestion, because I figured out a way to do it, and I think it's going to work really well. Now the trick is feeling weird about the fact that the paid version is probably going to be eating the thing. Feeling really weird about that. See ya, Sibwow. Sorry. Okay, so what are these instructions? Combine water, salt, and butter according to chart below. For best results, do not add milk until step 3. I'm not concerned about people being into it. I'm concerned about me being weird about it, and also the fact that I have to film that. And how I'm going to feel about that. We'll see. It's one of those things where it's... actively filming it is going to be a new experience for me. Cat, I can see you in the sink. actively filming it's going to be a new experience for me. And once I'm done with that, I'll be like, now what do I do? Do I actually do something with it or not? May just have less worries for yourself. That's totally fine. It's one of those just like, I am very good at getting in my own head about literally anything. So it just occurred to me that I am running a cooking stream, and these are the one stream that occasionally my mother shows up for and has no idea what I'm talking about, so that might be bad. Sorry. Dream job since you were a kid was being shirtless Speedo grappling men? Or in a shirtless... to be shirtless in a Speedo grappling men. I mean, that is certainly a... I don't know if that's necessarily a job, but cool. I'm gonna level with you. I'm pretty sure my dream job initially, before I understood what the fuck employment was paleontologist, then something in the culinary industry, and then by the end of it, it sort of clicked with me that, oh, no, these are all things that I want to do, but doing them as careers is a whole thing. What I actually always wanted to do was be a house spouse. Because monster, yeah. I mean, it has the extra side effect of, like, yay, I do that. But my wife and I both agree that it is completely unethical for us to bring children into the world. And that was before HRT. So it's one of those, like, yeah, we couldn't afford kids anyway, and even if we could, it wouldn't be ethical, and it just keeps going on. So instead it's just like, yay, I'm a house spouse who found out that entertaining is really a thing that I enjoy. So yeah. Enjoy cooking and food, and your parents say you should go into it as a job. I'm like, no, it's way different. Yeah, it's very different. Like, admittedly, yeah, now I have degrees in both, technically I have a degree in business management with a specialty in food service, with a further specialty in bar and drink management, and then another degree in baking and pastry arts. So it's one of those, like, yeah, were I to have kids, I would spoil them fucking rotten. I would also convince them from an early age that cake is the worst and pie is better because it's right. House spouse is a cute term for it. It is. That was the one thing about coming out as trans femme non-binary that made me go, but I can't use house husband anymore because I actively hate being called house husband. And I way prefer alliteration to rhyming. So I generally actually go with house ho, but it implies a lot more sexualization. And I'm not on board with... I'm not on board with that. I'm totally on board with that. Haley's not always totally on board with that. And it's censored in a lot of places, so it's just like, yep, house spouse, because damn it, rhyming wins again. No Oompacks. So I worked in kitchens for 7 years, to the degree that when I left the industry, I was a pastry chef. I was a pastry chef. I was functionally managing a cafe that was an external part of an account that I already worked at. And I just fucking hated it. And then I tried to go into food manufacturing in the QA side and fucking hated it because the QA part was actually totally fine. It was very paint by numbers. It was go through and just do the stuff. The problem was that every person I interacted with hated QA. because it was the line cooks hated QA because we had to come out and check their lines to make sure that they had cleaned it properly so that they weren't going to fucking kill someone, and they hated that. And all of the production managers hated us because we were the ones saying, no, you have metal hits. I will not release the product until you've done actual goddamn rerun metal checks on them. Because I'm not signing off on a product that probably has fucking metal in it. I only lasted at that job for 8 months. And left it to start... I started doing this full time. Like, I don't make a ton of money doing this full time. We're basically at the point where... to be clear, the streaming thing that I do does not lose money. Because on average, we get paid out by Twitch every 2 months. You get paid out by Twitch whenever you hit $100 before the beginning of a month. So, like, if on February 15th, if on February 1st, since the last time I got paid out, if I have $100 pending, then I get whatever's left in the account on February 15th. So, like, if on February 1st I have $100 pending from like subs and bits and all that stuff, on February 15th I get that $100 plus anything else that got earned between February 1st and February 15th. The problem is that if on February 1st you have $99 in your account, you still don't get paid. So that's caused some issues before, and like, when you get to higher end than I am, you generally get paid out every month. Usually, like, partners tend to pull down pretty solid income. It's still low for living in the United States, but it's solid enough. But yeah, I get paid every 2 months usually, just because that's how subs and gift subs and bits works out. And then I get paid once a month from Patreon, which is not quite $200. So we like the monthly cost of running this is like, technically I think the monthly cost is like $25. No, it's $35 because I'm also spending $10 a month because Adobe is a hell site and I need Photoshop. Though I have another program that I'm gonna try in the next couple of weeks and see if I can get away from Adobe, because fucking Adobe. And that's mostly just for paying for the website. Then I pay $150 a year to Streamlabs for access to their Prime service, which I will probably stop doing next year. Because mostly what it gets us is access to a larger extension of their merch store. Which unfortunately just folks don't really seem to like any of the merch that we have. Though I guess I could probably try and poll folks for like what better merch we should do. I could also point out that we have merch more often. But that's only $150 a year. The website is, I think, $35 for the renewal in October usually. But yeah, functionally, like, this all pays for itself at this point, for sure. Then, like, I'm still a bit of a money sink myself because we're paying for my HRT, which actually doesn't cost that much, except that now Spyro costs way too much for some reason. Like, for anyone who doesn't have to deal with prescriptions on a daily basis, with the January 1st, 2021, some Trump pharmaceutical legislations came into effect. So that during the beginning of the Biden presidency, a whole bunch of meds became more expensive. Weirdly, some of them became cheaper. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong camera. I actually had a whole, so I take 3 meds. I take progesterone, which is a secondary sex hormone of cis women, estradiol, which is one of 3 estrogen-based hormones that cis women produce, and theoretically the human body then will convert it for me. You actually don't want it to convert too much because some of the other ones do less feminizing. And then spirolactone, which is the the fucking blood pressure medication that we get as an anti-androgen. And 2 of those pills used to cost me about $3 each. Progesterone and estradiol used to cost $3 each in 2020. And spirolactone cost $20 for a 90-day supply. With 2021 rolling around, suddenly estradiol and progesterone were free with my insurance, technically. But Spiro went up to $60 for a 3-month refill. So, admittedly, I'm one of the mercifully small group of trans femme folks who stupidly low dose. Because for context, I'm spending $60 for a 3-month supply where I'm only taking 25 milligrams every day. Most trans femme folks are on a dosage of between 150 to the highest I've ever heard someone report is 300 milligrams. Which is also part of why a lot of trans femme folks in the United States hate spirolactone because it has really annoying and really uncomfortable side effects. But thankfully I'm on a very low dose because my body basically went, you're giving me an anti-androgen? Okay, kick that testosterone right out. In fact, my endocrinologist actually decreased my dosage because she went, your testosterone is very concerningly low, and basically asked a couple of questions of like, hey, here are some side effects of what should be happening with your testosterone that low. Are any of these happening? And I went, no. Sure, that's weird, but okay, and actually good. But we're still gonna let it off a little bit. Like, that's the thing, is that Spiro on a low dose is fine if it works for you, but the thing is that outside of the US, they have meds that are actually supposed to be used as an anti-androgen, not things that just happen to do it by accident. So. And yes, progesterone, aka the happy maker for any trans femme friendos, yeah. Progesterone, for anyone who's curious, is one linked to more significant breast development, which is why a lot of trans femmes are on board with it. For cis folks, especially cis folks who have been parents, progesterone is often referred to as the hormone that causes those weird pregnancy dreams. The like really weirdly vivid ones that feel like they take a long amount of time tend to be caused by progesterone. Yes, it also increases your libido because, which trans femmes also tend to like, because increasing estradiol and decreasing testosterone can lead to your libido being really aggressively suppressed. Also, as a bonus, progesterone also is just, like, it helps you fall asleep. It's really nice. It does a lot of stuff. I'll say, Sigwell, welcome back. I hope your PC is doing better. Wait, can I not scroll through chat? Okay, I can. Is there, like, a super partner program for making... No. That's always been sort of the issue with Twitch, is that when... Before the affiliate program came out 3 years ago, it used to be that you make no money on Twitch, or you're a partner, which means that at one point for a 30-day period, you needed to be pulling down at least 75 viewers on average per stream. And until they came out with the affiliate program, there was no middle ground. Now that we have the affiliate program, there's a tiny middle ground of, okay, you're not an affiliate. Or, if you're an affiliate, you need to be able to pull down, for a 30-day period, you need to pull down concurrent viewership of at least 3, like an average viewership of at least 3, and what else? 50 followers and stream for something like 12 days out of a month. And once you hit affiliate, you can hold on to it. You just need to get at least 1 payout a year, and you will maintain your affiliate status. To my knowledge, there is no way to lose partner status unless you are, say, banned from the service. And even then, a lot of them still end up coming back. But yeah, it's a very easy number. They're very easy numbers to hit. It's just like the 3 concurrent viewers is usually the stumbling block for newer folks. I have been talking so much that my heart rate has increased that this thinks that I've worked out for 30 minutes. My heart rate is at 116 right now because I'm just talking so much and also the alcohol. But yeah. And yeah, Spyro can almost turn you ace. It sort of depends. Because estradiol can increase libido, but it's a very case-by-case thing. It doesn't always. They do a new thing where they remove your partnership, so you need to rebuild your audience. Yeah, I mean, I wish they'd do that with more folks, but... The problem is that the difference between partner and affiliate is one of those things where affiliates think that... How do I put this kindly? There are a lot of things that partners get to do that they don't think about that they get to do, and there's a certain class of partner who like to talk about how the affiliate program makes them feel lesser. Because we get all the same stuff they do, except we fucking don't! Because there's a couple of things like bounties. Affiliates don't get access to bounties, except some affiliates who just kind of do. Don't question it, they just do. Which are, you can play certain games at certain times to earn payouts from game companies. Which is a nice way to monetize without actually having to make a deal with game companies. Also, game companies can go see, hey, you've got a check. That means you're a partner. That means I have like a known install base for how many people you have, which affiliates don't have. We don't have any indication. It's just like, an affiliate is just someone who streams on Twitch. How do I know if they're a professional or if they're just like someone who did it exactly enough to get affiliate status? Should I work with them? Why not? It's a whole thing. It's a whole fucking thing. You only seen it largely affect one fighting game player. Yeah, the affiliate program is very good. It's 100% better than anything YouTube is doing, since YouTube actively makes it harder to fucking monetize on their site. But it feels like they've been pushing against helping more affiliates grow. And instead just sort of knuckling down to support a lot of their big name partners. Yeah, that's sort of a common thing. A lot of folks who got hit partner during the PUBG boom. There's like 3 or 4 people who I follow that are partners, but you can sometimes pull down twice the numbers that I see on a regular basis, but sometimes they're hitting the same numbers I am. Because they got big during the PUBG boom, and they're still marked as a partner, which means they actually have a lot of bargaining power with game companies and such, but... But, yeah. It's sort of the same thing, not same thing, it's the same thing here with, like, it's why I need to go do more streaming things, and not more than just streaming, I need to go work on other stuff to try and get more people coming by. Had a friend that hit partner at a 15 average viewers, but she was in Philippines, which, that makes sense. Yeah, that's also a thing that they can do. See, I understand the exclusivity clause. Sorry, I had a notification on my tablet that I was trying to read. I understand the exclusivity clause. They need to make it more worth it. Like, at the same time, the only other place that you would want... Like... How do I put this? I don't think the exclusivity clause is a big deal. Because the exclusivity clause is only there to prevent you from streaming on another service at the same time. And frankly, if you're doing that, you're going to end up with people from multiple chats who can't interact. And given that my goal is to be largely interacting with chat, I don't want to have chats who can't therefore interact with each other or see each other. Also, I don't want to stream on YouTube because YouTube makes it almost impossible to monetize. Unless you can somehow get big. And fuck Facebook. Just actually fuck Facebook. 100%. Like, that's sort of those are the two sides, exactly, Sibwow and Done Random. Like, you've got, fracturing your audience isn't a great idea. However, the idea of spreading wide and trying to hit multiple areas at once still feels like a good plan, if not, like, the best plan. So I understand why people want to do it, but it does create those artificial divides between your community because they can't innately communicate with each other. The only person you've seen interacting with Facebook gaming is like 30. It's bizarre. I know one person who... Here's the other thing. They don't check, really, if you're doing exclusivity, because I know of at least one person who is an affiliate but uses the Streamlabs multi-stream thing to stream to both Facebook and Twitch. And their Twitch chat is dead. Their Facebook chat is not dead, but their Facebook chat is also fucking impossible to read. And they have a combined chat on their stream because there's no way for people on Twitch to see what's going on Facebook. And also just fuck Facebook! And yeah, like, there actually was a mixer.com/layeroflore because I grabbed it in case. It's one of those things that I do, is just, as a rule, if I know about a social media or anything like it, I go and grab my handle there in case. Like, I grabbed coffee.com/layeroflore years ago when I first heard about it because it was just, I'm going to grab it in case. I also recently discovered that apparently coffee.com/cap is free, and I went, do I actually want that? No, I don't. I don't want it. It's not worth it. But I thought about it. I grabbed Patreon before we were trying to monetize through Patreon. There is a subreddit of r/layeroflore. There's nothing there, but I grabbed it because I just went, you know what, I'm grabbing this before anyone else could take it or do something with it, so... I'm gonna make this fucking mashed potato, damn it. Okay, so we need to combine water, salt, and butter according to chart below. For best results, do not add milk until step 3. Heat to a boil, remove from heat, add on step 3, add cold milk, stir in potatoes wait, what? Oh, salt, water, okay. For creamier, additional hot water or milk, okay. I have been talking for 40 minutes. Oops. It's relatively safe to assume that Twitch will not go under, because Twitch has not lost money any year that it has been active, and has actively increased profits every year. However, their statistics look a little bit worse because a lot of their statistics are measured as how much money they make per person streaming on their service. So they're making less money through ads and such because fewer people are watching their ads. But they're still turning an absurd profit. Do subs matter for partner? Subs don't matter, though they do care about subs, because, I mean, it's still the way that they make money. That's the other secret thing that I meant to mention. MissyGirl05, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to this lore. Welcome to the lair. I hope you enjoy the lore. So, here's the thing. Twitch likes to make this big spiel about if you use your Prime sub, the person who gets it is getting the exact same amount of money as they would if you gave them real money. And that's not true, because the rate that a streamer gets from a sub is not a fixed rate. So a lot of partners, especially those of them who have been partners for a long time, I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's like it just keeps disconnecting the mic. Okay. Quick thing then. I'll try and say it again. So, on paper, all subs are equal. So if you sub for a sub with a $5 sub, the streamer gets $2.50 from that, and Twitch gets $2.50 from it. However, for some of the channels that were partnered way in the beginning of Twitch's history, they actually get a larger cut of it. And that cut also changes based on whether or not it's a gift sub, whether it's a Prime sub, whether it's a normal sub, any of those things. So there are channels who get more than $2.50 per sub, and that Twitch gets less than the $5, or gets less than the $2.50 that they want from it. Meanwhile, a lot of affiliate channels noticed that we actually get a lot less. Because gift subs actually give... so I recently did this check because someone, a partner actually pointed this out and was like, I'm curious, I want to go see. On this channel, I get about $2.37 per gift sub. I get about $2.20 for a normal sub. And I get about $2 for a Prime sub. According to Twitch, that's because of processing fees. So somehow the service that doesn't charge anyone has a 50-cent processing fee. Sorry, processing fees and taxes, which Twitch doesn't actually take out because I have to pay them at the end of the year, so that's also not true. Yeah. So, yes, subs matter for partners, but in a different way than they do for affiliates. Because for affiliates, it's oh my god, yay, each one of these subs gets me that much closer to the next payout. For partners, it's more of, I get so much more off of this. Good thing Amazon pays off politicians. It's that every company pays off politicians, though. That's not even just an Amazon thing. That's just a fucking capitalism thing. Yay, capitalism! Yay. Because I have to do the trans femme meme of being anti-capitalism, except that... Wait, I was doing that before I realized I was trans femme. God, I've been doing that since... elementary school? Like, because, hey, just as a frame of reference, I was in elementary school when George W. Bush was elected. I went to an anti-Iraq war rally while I was in elementary school. Oh yeah, like I have two buddies who work in Amazon warehouses. Joey and Gothic both do, and Joey seems to be trying to get out because he's going into like master study. And I love Gothic, but Gothic is one of those people who's just like won't voice any sort of like questioning of the regime because he's just like, I'm keeping my head down and making money, and I'm just like, I don't want to think about it. He gives me the feeling of like someone who is going to, as soon as he's done working for Amazon, just gonna be like, that place sucked, I want to burn it to the ground, but until he leaves, he's just like, nope, gonna maintain. Okay. Let's do an 8-serving thing. Because, fuck it. Yeah, that's, unfortunately, it's a job that pays $15 an hour. Yeah, I think his pay is actually more than that, but yeah. Okay, so we need 6 cups of water. That is the 1 cup one. I'm so glad I didn't wear actual heels for this, because I thought about it. Then again, all of my heels are, like, chunky heels. So I probably would be fine. Like, these are, what, half an inch? But... there's 2 cups. Hang on, I'm gonna go check these real quick. I should have checked them when the timer went off. Hello, Steam. I wasn't paying attention. Now my glasses are covered in steam. Oh yeah, these are totally done. Shit. Pickles, move. I don't want to hurt you. Hang on, let me go put the music back on. I'll be right back. Sorry, I went to go check. Both of my other heels are like big chunky things that are like... I think Dice said that they're technically wedges, but it's a 2.5 inch and a 3.5 inch. And I can't do... I don't think I could do 5 inch because Haley gets annoyed enough that I'm... Like, Haley and I are almost exactly the same height, and she does not like heels. So, when I'm wearing any heels, I'm taller than her. So it's just like, no. Damn it, no. Okay. Aha, hello, Droid Cam. So I'm trying to get everything in shot at once. There we go. Copy transform. Ah, victory. I was waiting to see if it was going to be able to hold the 30 FPS, and it is. Yeah, oh, there. Yeah, so because I talked about it in the Discord, and now I'm self-conscious about it, I'm like, I don't want to end up on Wiki Feet, so that's why I'm wearing shoes in my own kitchen. I don't normally do that. Okay, so that's 6 cups of water. We need... Wait, what? That's too much water. That's for the 18 servings. Oh, God. Do I want 18 servings of mashed potatoes? I mean, yes, I do. They're kind of Zelda boots. They're mostly just, like, slip-ons, because slip-ons. Also because HRT can make your feet slim down a bit. And my size 11s don't fit anymore. They're way too big. I actually didn't know that bare feet weren't allowed, though I guess that makes sense given that, like, all the other things that they say aren't allowed without specific context. Then again, they also have a very fun policy of not following their own rules. Which part? Wait, sorry, Umpax, which one are you saying wow really to? Because... Well, that's the thing, Umpax, is that the rules tend to be pretty well ignored for male streamers, but women not so much. Like, there's a very well-established rule that Twitch put into place for body painting streams. Because obviously all the people who are doing, all of the people with boobs who are doing body painting streams are just doing it as a way to show off their boobs. So Twitch made it a rule that you basically had to already have the chest area painted, like covered and painted before you started before they showed up on video. And they still blocked, or still banned body paint streamers who followed those rules and said that they didn't. Because, yeah. Oh god, but why would you wear... I guess socks are fine, but I don't wear socks in my house. I also don't wear shoes in my house, but I was self-conscious about it because I don't want to be on Wiki Feet. Also, hi Myra, how are you doing? I hope it's well, but are you sure 18 servings of... I've already got the 6 cups of water in there. I've got 6 cups in there. I could just... it's only like 9 tables... fuck it, I'm making 18 servings of potatoes. I'm now also very specifically trying to lean so that my ass is not on camera, because that would also come across as, like, weird, but also just, I've already established during the stream that it's the one part of my body that I'm like, yeah, that part's good and sexy. Okay, so I need 9 tablespoons of butter, 3 cups of milk. Oh wait, I'm supposed to use the entire box. That's not a measurement! You motherfucker! That's not a... Okay. Oh wait, hang on, I can cheat here. Okay, so it's 2... This is more than 1 box, isn't it? 2 2/3 cups. Fuck, I do have to cut it. Damn it! Okay, so I actually need 2 2/3 cups of water. God damn it. I wanted to make 18 servings. Wow, I actually... Have I set this perfectly such that I can't have my ass on camera? Woohoo! Something, gotta pay for that. Okay, then I need 1 teaspoon of salt. We are definitely gonna go more than that, but not too much more. That was actually about 3/4 of a teaspoon. Do not ever take measurement advice from a cook. We do not measure anything. Also, no Crocs, Sibwa. What's wrong with you? You... What kind of monster suggests Crocs? Okay, 4 tablespoons of butter. Wait, I think I have 4 tablespoons of butter. Okay, technically this is 8 tablespoons of butter, but I can cut it. I should have eaten more today than a peanut butter jelly and Nutella sandwich before making a martini this big, but I'll live, probably. Yeah, but I don't want indoor shoes. Like, I'm very happy. Look, my feet actually look feminine now. I'm okay with them. Like, I'm legitimately okay with my feet now, damn it. I don't need to wear indoor shoes. Okay, and then the milk goes in last. Yes, we are boiling some butter. It's literally water, salt, butter. And then we need 2 2/3 cups of these fake-ass potatoes. They're actually not fake, to be clear. They are usually made with dried potatoes. Okay, so I can do 2 cups in here. Said wearing shoes indoors. Yes, because I'm not allowed to, which I didn't know, and because I was self-conscious about being on Wiki Feet. Or ending up on Wiki Feet. Technically. Sorry, I just almost lost the lid for this because... Potato. No, because I have cute shoes that I could wear instead. My understanding of WikiFeet was that it was like all other wikis, which is that the people who are editors for it do it because they have way too much time on their hands. I'm looking at you, goddamn editors on the Coppermind, that's it. Yes, for anyone who was here when I was having a spiel again, or a spiel? Soapbox. When I was standing on a soapbox about the editors over on the Coppermind wiki. Like, yes, I'm still angry at them. Okay. As a quick run through, hey, is anyone reading through the Stormlight archive and or do you care about spoilers for it? And when I say spoilers, I mean very general ones, I guess. I'll give like a warning before I talk about any serious spoilers. Let's go with that. Also, I still need 2/3 of a cup more, but I'm going to wait until that's done. Also, by the way, if you are in any way interested in fantasy, I do actually recommend all of the Stormlight Archive. They're very good. Very long, but very good. With a minor trigger warning for mental health issues. Because basically every main character has a mental health issue of some kind. They should make potato powder like onion powder or garlic powder. I mean, that's what this is, basically. Sort of. Because, fun fact, the most garlic powder is actually the same thing as this potato powder. it's just, and same thing with onion powder, that they are just a super dried out, finely chopped version of the product that rehydrate and reabsorb liquid. It's actually why people tend to dislike onion powder and garlic powder, because they don't give it time to rehydrate. Salted butter or unsalted? Salted. Unsalted butter doesn't, or salted butter does not throw off any recipe that significantly, and it just tastes better. So, But yeah, sorry. To be clear, though, does anyone care about those spoilers? Because I do want to talk about a thing real quick, mostly just to yell at the editors over on Coppermind, because they're abundantly clear to be cis-het folks. And I need to yell about something real quick. Because they very clearly mean well, but they're doing it badly. It's not quite at the level of Woman-X that Twitter did, or that Twitch did earlier this week. I'm still getting notifications from my response to that. But it's dumb. This mostly affects ace and... Actually, it's mostly just ace identities. A little bit trans, but not a ton. Vowels suck. I hate you, Sibwow. I hate you so much. I'm curious. I need to check if something happens. Hey, Siri. Oh my god, it's still working. Hey, Siri, remind me to message Sibwow in 2 hours? I'm sorry, I keep forgetting to ask you about helping me figure out channel point things. That is a weird way of putting that. Commissioning you to help me figure out channel point things, and I'm gonna make my phone remind me. I'm also just kind of amazed that that worked without screwing up the video at all. So, Okay, no one has come out with any sort of concerns about me potentially spoiling Stormlight Archive stuff, so hey. Basically, there's a non-human race in it who... They can change shape, sort of. They, like, shift between different fixed forms. And they do not... Like, they do not functionally have sexual organs, except in a specific form, and do not feel sexual desire, except in that form, but they do still feel romantic desire and still have secondary sexual characteristics in all other states. And for some reason, the editors over on Coppermind have, one, written down that all of the forms that we know about are like, this form identifies as ace. I'm like, no. No, they don't. One, stop using identify in that way, because that's not what it is. Two, I get what you're going for. You're trying to be inclusive. You're really trying. You're doing it the stupidest way you can, but you're trying. It's a good job. But no, it's no. What you mean is, in the biological sense, they are asexual in that they cannot procreate that way. But they're not aromantic. They do still feel like they still feel romantic attraction as well as aesthetic attraction. They just don't feel sexual attraction. God damn it. So functionally, they treat they explained it better in some of their other things, where functionally they treat it as the race having functionally four, they call it genders, and what they actually mean is sexes, and unfortunately the writer does this too. And I think it's a little bit because he's locked into calling it that, and I think he's trying to get better. He does actually have sexuality consults on the most recent book, where they have male and female, which are the forms what can procreate, and then male-in and female-in for the other ones. And they're better about calling out that, like, this form is male-in or female-in, whether or not it's as, like, an indication of, like, this form. I noticed it that time. Okay. There's a group of people who start occurring, specifically in the most recent book, who are called the Fused, who are ancient spirits of the same group of people that, in the same way that they can take on a form, they can be inhabited by one of these ancient spirits that takes over the body and shifts it to what that spirit thinks that the body should kind of be. And functionally it gives them powers, but it also boots out, like, the original personality. And those Fused have gender identities, so, like, it can be a male or mail-in personality taking it over, put into a female-in body. And, like, that in the book is actually handled really well, because there's a character you meet very early on who the Fused is female and inhabiting a male-in body, who they, like, it's one of the most well-written little trans things that I'm like, oh, this is, like, the best thing that I've seen a cis-het person write about a trans person, because it was just a thing of, like, the fact that the body that this person was currently inhabiting grew whiskers, and that the first thing that she does upon returning from a fight is to sit down with a barber to, like, trim them immediately. I'm just like, yes, okay. That's a really nice little detail. And unfortunately, it's that thing of, like, once again, the editors of the wiki going, like, this character identifies as female, and, like, no, stop using identify. It's the same thing as my preferred pronouns are. It's not preferred. That's what their pronouns are. Dingus. Okay, so this is boiling now. What were the instructions once it is boiling? Also, sorry about the muting thing again. I don't know what's causing it. It's just like the mic disconnects. Remove from heat, stir in milk and potatoes. Okay, that's easy. Actually, that's not quite a full boil, so let's let it hit a full boil. I'm not going to use real milk for it because we don't have that much left, and it's Haley's, so I don't want to burn off her real milk for something dumb like this. I just realized I can't see how long I've been streaming from this perspective. That's an issue. I will have to fix that as well. Okay, I need 1.5 cups of soy milk. I also need to oil this poor cutting board. 1.5 cups? 1.33 cups. Why is everything 1/3 in this stupid recipe? Thank you, Subwow. I will make an uptime command, since apparently I need one. Wow, I really did place that camera fucking perfectly to hide my ass. Woohoo! Sorry, I'm really proud of that. It was entirely accidental. Okay, I think I'm going to try and do this with the whisk. Just for the sake of aerating our delicious fake potato. Well, okay, they're real potatoes, but you know what I mean. Our delicious, not really quite real potatoes. As best as possible. Okay, so is it milk first? Add cold milk, then potatoes. Okay. Oh. did not turn off the oven. Oops. Okay. I briefly thought that Haley was home, but I guess not. If I die, it's because I tripped on... Oh. This Kong, this stupid Kong that the dogs keep leaving everywhere to try and kill me, is the reason why Cosmo's not allowed in the kitchen while I'm cooking anymore. I legitimately regret not putting on socks instead of shoes. Oh well. Oh no, that is Haley. Okay. I think this one's Final Fantasy music. I'm not actually sure though. Weird that this mic seems to disconnect basically every 30 minutes or so. Huh. Dog is just gonna scream now. Sorry. Finish. Like, it started boiling and then it stopped. Like, this is just a simmer now. I guess it's actually boiling. Okay. Let's go. There's our milk. Mercifully, because we're not using cow's milk, we don't have to worry about separation. I 100% should have been stirring before adding that in, but hey, this is where we're at. Looks remarkably like mashed potatoes. It smells like mashed potatoes too. What the fuck? Okay. And voila, we have mashed potatoes and we have mashed potatoes and meatloaf somehow. I'm gonna make a plate. Oh, Pog. Sipwow, did you really just use Pog as a adverb? Is that an adverb? I don't actually know what... You know what I mean. Mars Volta is releasing a box set with a bunch of unreleased stuff. I don't know what that means, but cool. Yes, exclamation. Sipwow, are you a monster? Sipwow, are you a monster? Also, I'm hungry, so I'm making a plate. Fight me. I don't know why. That's my response to... That is my version of don't at me, is fight me. And I feel like I've been defaulting to it a lot lately. Oh! Sorry, that reminded me. If Haley actually comes in here, I need to ask her, because I'm trying to remember the name of it. There's a powder that basically lets you turn any fat-based liquid into something that looks kind of like that. It's really nice. It's used in molecular gastronomy, and it's pretty accessible. I'm trying to remember the name of it, though. But it's a really cute thing because as opposed to this where you have to have a lot of water to really rehydrate it, it just takes a little bit of water to rehydrate, such that it's like you can touch it to your tongue and it rehydrates. And I did something really cute with it when I was in culinary school, where I made a butter-based caramel sauce and sort of turned it into a powder that just got drizzled on or sprinkled on top of a cheesecake. So you take a bite of the cheesecake, and then like your tongue would hit the top, and it would turn into a caramel sauce on your mouth. Maltodextrose, I want to say, but I'm probably wrong. Anyway, Haley's on the phone, so I can't ask her. Boo. Oh shoot, are you done?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I definitely didn't just almost fall over and die. There we go. Haha. I need to steal that camera. Sorry, y'all. I forgot that I fucked with all of these. Okay, Aha! Okay. Yes, I did just eat part of the glaze. Fight me. Sorry, taking pictures for thumbnail. I should bring a chair over here. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Also, sorry, what was that Subo said? Sorry, I have to scroll up through Lauratron's last message. Mars Volta is a prog band from the early aughts, early 2010s that made some super fucking weird music and it's your favorite. Cool. One of the guys from Mars Volta has a huge beef with Danny Masterson and Scientology. I mean, I feel like everyone should have a huge beef with all of Scientology, but sure. I'm gonna grab a chair. I don't care. Since now I don't have to worry about my ass being on stream.
Why are you wearing shoes?
What?
Why are you wearing shoes?
Because I've discovered that apparently you're not actually allowed to be barefoot on Twitch.
Can you not wear socks?
I could have done that, yes. I decided to wear shoes. I don't know why.
Okay. Are you walking over near the Kotatsu with shoes?
No.
Okay.
Why?
I've seen you do it, and I don't like it.
I have not. I promise I have not done that.
Okay. How's the new setup?
Works surprisingly well. It does make that camera very obviously desynced, since I don't have the audio timed to it anymore.
Yeah.
And makes it way more obvious how often that one decides to fail. Everything else about it actually worked really well. Like, you can come over and see, I changed this up a little bit, so, like, do you want to come see?
I saw it on my computer a little bit. I didn't see the live one, but I saw it a little bit.
Well,
sorry.
Yeah, so this is what this stream sees. So everything else is done on the other computer.
Okay.
So if you go over to
so all the other overlay stuff is done on the other computer.
Yeah, so, like, chat's down there,
Yep,
and then
I
that's
saw.
everything. Yeah, okay.
I saw.
Yeah.
Sorry, I apologize, chat and Steven and Cap, because I screamed in the car on the way home.
What's up?
I learned, because I called the insurance again, I learned that the review process for my thing didn't actually start until the 19th.
Fuckers! Are they saying that they now have until 30 days from the 19th?
Yes. Yes, they are saying that now the 30-day mark didn't start until the 19th. So...
Well, we have a bunch of fake potatoes that you can drown your sorrows in.
I'm not your sister.
I know.
I don't drown my sorrows in potatoes.
To be fair, she also drowns her happiness in potatoes.
I don't drown my feelings in potatoes at all.
It's still a comfort
Unless
food.
they're fried, then I drown my feelings in potatoes.
I can turn the oven back on. We have a bunch of fries.
That doesn't count. I need them to be like freshly fried.
Okay. What do you want?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
But all I know is that I scream. Like, for me to scream, we're in a bad place.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Can I do anything?
No.
Okay.
There's nothing anybody can do except the insurance company.
I'm sorry.
Which maybe we're gonna get it expedited. They're like, if you're in collections, and I'm like, I'm in collections for my treatment. I don't know. That doesn't make any goddamn sense, but. So, sorry to bring the mood down if I did, but anyway, that's where we're at. So, I kind of feel like vomiting. I'm so. So, anyway.
Usually it's me making the horrible noises, but...
No, it's my turn.
Yeah.
It's all me. All me all the time.
Someone make a clip of that. Especially the giggling part.
Okay. Yeah, like the last, whatever. I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Myra. I appreciate you and your love so much. So much. I think I need a new bottle of Moscato d'Asti.
Was your other one empty?
I don't have any.
Oh.
I don't have any, period.
Right, you took it to...
Well, I took cherry Moscato. No, it wasn't Moscato d'Asti.
Yeah.
It wasn't bubbly goodness. So, anyway, chat, I hope you're doing better. If you're doing better, then I'm doing better.
I hope they're doing better. That's a low bar.
It is a low bar, but if they are, then I'm proud. If they are, then I'm in a happier place. AKA chat confirmed that.
Please, chat.
I know Myra got Botox, so fucking hooray for somebody getting Botox in my life.
I warn you, you were probably not going to like the potatoes, because I didn't want to use up all of your remaining milk, so it's made with soy milk.
I mean, if it's partial, I won't probably...
No, you have, like, no milk left, so...
you could have used it.
I needed a cup and a third, because for some reason everything in this is measured in thirds, and I think I would have had a third.
Don't be...
Don't be
Sibwall,
tox,
I
boo.
think that was a bad joke. You're a goblin? Why are you a goblin? Oh, you're a goblin. Like, good goblin? Good goblin. I'm going with good goblin. Yay, goblins!
Why is goblin good?
I don't know. There's a smiley face.
Okay. Usually whenever I use goblin, I mean that I'm being, like, not good, but not necessarily bad either, just, like...
There's a smiley face, so I'm going with a positive connotation. Feel free to correct me, but that's what I'm going with. Also...
This fake meatloaf is actually pretty good. We didn't have any onions, so I used the crispy onions. It's really good.
It's probably better than the regular onions because I don't like them when they're just raw in there. It's not good. They don't like cook it down enough.
Mm-hmm.
So the crispy onions are probably better in there anyway. Glad you found this.
Yes. It was just you said the shelf next to your desk, and I went, everything next to your desk is a shelf.
Yeah. Ooh, Goblin is curl up with Tumblr and hell fucking yeah. I'm here for this.
Okay, so that was sort of what I was thinking. Whenever I say that I'm being a goblin, it's usually being a trash goblin, which means doing things that are just like being as comfy as possible, but not necessarily the best.
Yeah, no, I'm here to be a goblin. I think we also discussed potentially when we were discussing emotes last night, some kind of like here emote, because I say here for this way too often.
Okay. It's your fight me. Whenever I have a strong opinion, or even a not strong opinion, but I'm just like, I will not be taking any questions, or don't at me, it's my response is instead fight me.
Sibwow, goblin means doing dangerous science experiment.
Sibwow, I can't remember, are you one of those folks who plays Magic or not? Because my brain is saying, so yes, Sibwow is it. Got it.
Not best, but still kind of a self-care. Hey,
yeah.
You know what? Whatever works for you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking when you said goblin. Was like, yeah, it's not the optimal thing that I could be doing, but it's technically within the realms of self-care.
Yes.
Don't worry, Sibwow, I am too.
Why are we ashamed?
Because magic is horrible and controlled by a hell company that actively institutes racist policies and has a pedophile running its story department, and just everything about it seems to be awful.
Okay. So it's okay to still like things but be ashamed that you like them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just feel like sometimes it's not the policy with you.
I mean, I've largely moved past it and just gone like, yeah, I'm ashamed that I did like magic and that I still like D&D because same company. And usually the thing you're dealing with is me finding out about something and being ashamed that I liked something that is tied to horrible, problematic stuff.
Yeah.
I never tried Pathfinder because, unfortunately, 5th edition D&D is just so approachable. You here to try and kill me again?
Always. Just here for the death.
I mean, he was putting the column behind me, so...
Or attempted murder. One of the two. It could be both.
I think it's specifically the attempted murder part. He's just trying to make it look like an accident because he's a monster.
Oh, Pathfinder 2 is worth giving 1.5 to your system.
I didn't realize I'd finally committed to a 2nd edition.
I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't know what I want to do with my life.
You should sit down under the kotatsu, which might be on because I'm dumb. Watch some Brooklyn Nine-Nine and figure out what sort of fried potato-based...
Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so I can sound more like Gina Linetti.
Yeah. And figure out what fried potato-based thing you would want to put in your body.
Yeah. Oh, I brought you soup.
Oh, thank you. And pizza? Okay.
Soup pizza, sorry.
I was just like, did you only bring me the soup part?
Sorry.
Hazel's workplace has been doing special different new pizzas every Friday. I mean, I guess technically last week wasn't a new pizza, because you just remade the Frank pizza again.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Last week was Philly.
Okay, the week that you brought me Frank pizza
was a remake.
Yes. Sorry, time.
Yeah. So we've done 2 weeks of ballpark pizza.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 weeks of ballpark pizza.
Mashed potatoes and pizzas, Pog. I also have a meatloaf here. Pea meatloaf. It's really off-putting that its primary ingredient is peas, but whatever.
And that's the jus that goes with it.
Thank you. This is French onion with what's the meat? It looks like there's meat.
No, it's just the onions.
Okay.
It's just the caramelized onions.
Sweet.
No, we made French onion soup pizza this week. And
yes. I'm hoping y'all will make a curry pizza soon, because I love curry pizza.
Probably not. You're going to have to do that shit on your own.
Damn it.
We're just not curry eaters.
I knew you weren't, but I was hoping some of your coworkers might be.
I mean, I can bring the curry pizza idea up.
It's okay. Usually it's a... Usually it's like a sweet coconut curry pizza, in my experience.
Yeah, so far we have like an Italian like lunch sandwich on a pizza planned for next time. Or another time we have a Reuben pizza planned.
I love Reuben.
We have...
Are you trying to do rye and like the crust?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, please save me some then. That sounds amazing.
Okay, have I not been saving you some?
Yes, but sometimes you aren't able to. And I accept if you're not able to.
Did you want any of the Philly cheesesteak one?
Actually, yes, I totally would have, yes. It's... Look, you all are very creative and very good cooks. So, yes, I want to try all of the things you... Okay.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
You are a very creative and good cook.
Just kidding.
And I love all of
It's not just me. We're a team.
I love everything that you've ever made.
It's not just a team. Although I did make pretty much all of the components for this, minus the crust. I didn't make the crust. Tom makes the crusts. But yeah, no.
I'm honestly trying to think of something you've made that I didn't like now.
Most people haven't eaten anything of mine they don't like, unless I specifically am like, I hate this, but you want to eat this. When we're doing like terrible food experiments. So, I'd never make bad food on purpose.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. And I never feed bad food to people on purpose.
I think the worst thing I can think of is just that, like, you and I have very different seasoning palettes.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
That is literally R&D, thank you. That is what R&D.
I don't think she's ever fed me anything bad on accident either. What? Shit, you want nachos now? Wait, how did you go from bad, terrible food experiment to nachos?
It's just Sibwa's brain.
I understand, but I want to know the thought process that led there.
Yeah, that's my life. Myra is R&D experiments, and I'm a fan. Oh, cheese, that's
Think
fair.
about cheese? Oh, okay. I also managed to use up the last of that cheddar.
Okay. But yeah, so... Anyway, we've been doing... So now we have a running tally of, like, our pizza innovation. And we have columns Yum and columns T&E. Which stands for trial and error. So needs more work, basically.
Not bad, just T&E.
Yeah. So right now, the ballpark, which is the hot dog pizza, and then the French onion are under the Yum column, and then the Philly is under the T&E. That's probably why I didn't bring you any, because it was under the T&E column.
What's wrong with it?
It was made with roast beef deli meat, not like thinly, like, because I saw at the grocery store there was really, really thinly sliced meat near the deli that was raw, and we could have cooked ourselves, but Michelle, one of my coworkers, bought the roast beef deli meat instead.
It's okay to say the shit one, don't worry. Literally the cause of most of your consternation at work.
And so it was too salty. Basically, it was too salty. I didn't eat it because it had peppers on it, and I'm not about peppers. So anyway, that's that.
Don't you judge me.
Tell that to them.
I can hide it from them. See, it's mostly off screen.
Now you just pushed it more on screen.
Yeah, I know. I need to season it.
Oh, look, you pushed it more on screen.
I know. Cosmo, I don't even know what you're looking at, but it can't be good.
Maybe a stray potato flake.
Possibly.
Stray potato flake. I think I'm gonna go play Stardew too.
Okay.
And we need to look at closet systems. Oh, I need to measure things. Did
Haley,
you measure
you do not.
anything?
No, I did
well,
not.
I want to because there's a sense of accomplishment. Also, I have Monday off, so hey.
That you do.
Okay.
Sorry, I spent all day fighting with this system to see how it would work. And then started the stream 3+ hours ago.
Okay.
Then I'm going to hiccup myself to death.
No.
I'm trying not
That's
to.
rude.
Instead, I'm trying not to.
Okay. You weren't as angry about that as I thought you were going to be. I expected like a I expected your head to burst into flames. Oh! I don't know how far in we were, so.
To what, the drink?
Yeah.
Oh, I started that like 2 hours ago.
Okay.
So, a bit.
That makes sense why we weren't as angry about the insurance shit.
Well, that, and because you get unhappy when I'm angry about it, so I'm trying to be less angry about it.
I also was prepared for you to be angry about it. So.
Well, that doesn't mean I shouldn't try and be less angry.
Yeah.
I think I got at least some of it out because I was complaining about the, like, tripling in price of my meds, but...
Yeah, my sumatriptan's more expensive now, which sucks.
I'm just annoyed because 2 of my meds became less expensive and the other one tripled in price.
Government logic.
Well, that was the point.
Yeah.
Because they were Trump-era rulings that affected them that went into effect once the Biden presidency has started.
Oh, I need to... Okay, we're by.
You need to what?
I don't know.
Okay.
I really want to get root beer ones. The root beer ones are delicious.
Did you see the recipe that I'm planning on making for the thing that I anticipate having extra of, so I can probably make them into like squares? Caramel swirl marshmallows.
I still want root beer marshmallows. These ones specifically.
Interesting. I'm just saying we'll have another thing in the house. I don't know what that was that you just did, but okay. This is too many potatoes. My eyes were greater than my stomach. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. It really captures his dagger teeth.
He doesn't have dagger teeth.
He used to.
Well, all puppies have dagger teeth. Yeah, because we went from...
Yeah, I did. That's bad. I really appreciate that we just both... I just keep looking back over at the chat. That Subaru just said I was thinking about cheese and just everything clicked for both of us.
We get you, Subaru. We get you.
Or we just both like cheese, but that also is an option too.
I'm gonna go with we get you.
We understand that Subaru is a monster.
Why would you go there?
Because that was a topic like 3 lines ago. Well, but scroll up more.
Then that's more than 3 lines ago. Somebody's going to... I don't know what. Okay, they can only kind of see my weird face. But they can absolutely see your weird face. Hey,
you were protected by the camera. Curses.
Strategic placement. Say what?
It's apparently been the theme of this stream.
Strategic placement?
Yeah. I accidentally, when the phone was on that one, I accidentally placed it such that you could not see my butt if I was walking across the camera.
Okay.
It's just like, yay, strategic placement. I hope no one's saying anything in chat and it's not just that my chat is busted. I'm going to finish this plate. Oh, nope, there's a lewd. Yep, that's fair. almost dropped the plate. I'm going to finish this plate and then run over to the end screen. Which means I have to go figure out who the hell to raid. I don't even know who's streaming.
People.
Yeah, that continues to be the one issue here, is that I can't see any of the stuff from the main PC.
Lena! Lena's streaming.
I figured that out from context, yes.
She's streaming Valheim.
Ooh. I wonder if she's in Goofheim.
I don't know. But Lena's streaming
I hope that was audible.
Probably not.
It's a blue snowball. Probably
I
was
am
audible.
also like 7 feet away.
You're totally audible on the blue snowball.
What?
That was why we stopped using them, because they have really, like, wide gain. They pick up everything.
Good.
What? Chat, I will see you all in a minute.
I'm just saying weird ass shit at this point.
So?
I'm explaining.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's like 98% of what I do.
But it's not usually what I do.
Oh, okay.
Not always. Sometimes. But this is like I've had a few drinks saying weird ass shit.
Wait, the time on... The computer thinks that it's 6:07.
Okay.
It's 5:07.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's weird!
That's changing the time setting.
Yes, I swear that I've changed this computer's time settings like 8 times and it keeps resetting. Okay, chat, I will meet you back over at my desk.
Until then, I will entertain you over here.
I did not realize that the music had gone off. You please don't, because it'll create confusion.
Will it?
Probably yes.
But I've been entertaining for so long. Just kidding. Hi. Goodbye. Probably. How can all be strange? People, puppy, strange. No, you can't come up.
I love to look over and see that apparently the dog is on stream. Oh, for goodness sake. Thank you all so very much for joining me. This was a very good experiment, honestly. I'm actually really happy with that. That all went delightfully. I will definitely be using this setup in the future. I think this means we might cut down on the amount that we use the security cams. Sorry if you really like those, but their delay is kind of an issue. I'm definitely going to still be trying to get the new laptop because it will be able to have fewer issues with running this stream. Like the frame rate dropping to like 2 if we have more than 2 cameras visible. Because that way I can have more like pre-setups so that I don't have to do those sort of like quick, oh god, copy and make them be in the right spot sort of things. But yeah, thank you all so very much. That was absolutely delightful. I will also be using this in the future for the site that cannot be named. If we run streams there, which it's not a high priority, but hey. Thank you all so very much. As a reminder, this stream is brought to you by you because of your amazing support here on Twitch, but as well as over on patreon.com/layeroflore and coffee.com/layeroflore. I'm sorry if anyone supported through either of those during the stream. I can't hear alerts over on that setup, which is the big downside of it. But just thank you so very much. This stream is especially brought to you by Alefcat and Lord Inkdeath. I literally cannot do those cooking streams without the amazing support that they are giving us. I'm just amazed that the amount of support that we get from both of them, but as well as all of our other patrons. Thank you very much to our Sibwow for the 4-month resub during the stream, and the new follows that we got during the stream, and all that jazz. You can find us at all these places down below. Basically, type Layer of Lore into your preferred search engine, and it is almost assuredly us. We're going to throw over to Alina Benina. She is an amazing human being. If you are not aware of her already, I misspelled her name because... Martini? She's playing Valheim. I assume she's over on the Goofheim server, which is the server that she and Joe and I and Hosk and a whole bunch of other people play on. It's very silly and very fun. And I believe they're going through a big restructuring project right now. I haven't checked in a little bit. But yeah, thank you all so very much, and I will hopefully see you tomorrow for whatever the hell I'm doing. It's probably Bravely Default, because we haven't played in a couple of days. So yeah, bye folks! I love all of you!